Hi guys, it's Deborah. I'm outside Leigh Sports Village and we've just seen United win 3-1 over Everton. Last game of the calendar year, so nice way to finish off. 2 games coming up. We got this year against, to finish off the year, against Birmingham in the Cup on Wednesday and then next Sunday. That finishes off the league programme for 2019. Back here again next year. Everything went a bit crazy in the first 10 minutes pretty much. Everton went ahead, scrappy goal, scored from a corner that we conceded after some really shocking defensive play. We equalised straight afterwards. Lauren James pounced on a through ball and then we're a penalty. Katie put it away after Lauren went on a mazy run. Got the third. Lauren again pounced on a mistake, pretty similar to what she did against Everton at their place. Pounced on a mistake, put us 3-1 up. That was it. That was the goals. Great result. We now go 4th in the table, go above Everton, so it's a really needed result today, especially after last week not being the best. So we're going into the break at home, having done really well. Everything's going all right. Let's see what the fans are going to say. Hi, I'm here with Han. Han, your thoughts on today's game?
I think first half I thought we did well. We bounced back pretty quickly after they scored very, very early on. I think it was the first minute they scored.
Pretty much.
Yeah, defended the set piece for the corner very, very poorly. I don't think we did well then, but then we scored pretty much after, which was really, really good.
Thinking about set pieces, is that for you one of the weaknesses that we could do with working on during the long Christmas New Year break?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was too easy for them today. I thought Mary Earps came out but completely missed the ball. Defensively, I don't think we were great. I think we were marking that well at all, and yeah, definitely need to work on that going forward.
Who did play well for you today?
Millie Turner, I'll be honest, I thought they were solid again at the back. I think it's very hard to not choose them as players of the match each game. I think they do so well defensively. I thought Hayley Ladd did play well, but I thought she wasn't at her best today. But again, yeah, I thought she played well.
So your player of the match, you're with Millie or Abby?
You're Millie Turner, yeah, definitely.
All right, thanks so much, Han.
No problem.
Jack, thoughts on today's game, please?
Not our best, to be honest, but after last week I'm not going to complain getting the win. It was a bit similar to last week as well. I mean, at least at the beginning I thought that we looked a bit nervy, shaky. I can't believe really that we conceded from the corner that we did. It was a bit of an odd one. I'm not sure if Mary punched it into her own net or if it just came off the head of the Everton player, but yeah, it was a bit of an odd one and something to work on for sure.
Who played well today for you?
Millie. Yeah, I mean that save in the second half when, unfortunately, again, I love Mary. I'm going to say this, I love Mary, I love her, but the last couple of games have been a bit shaky for me. So there was that bit in the second half when I think Mary tried to play out of the back, lost the ball, she was chipped, and Millie was, bless her, there on the line to head it away. So I mean, if that goes in, different story. 3-2, I think we get nervy again, we might lose the lead again like last week against West Ham.
Performances last few weeks haven't been as good as we'd been used to, but we're in 4th now, so we've overtaken Everton.
Yeah.
Is this our level, do you think? Are we the best of the rest? If we take out Chelsea, Arsenal, City, are we the best of the rest of the teams, or are we going to be competing, we're fighting for that position with maybe West Ham, Everton themselves, anybody at Reading maybe?
I think we are, but that's the thing, we've got to prove it every single week. It's no good saying, oh, we're the best. You have to go out there on the pitch, prove it every week. Last week we didn't. I think, no disrespect to West Ham, we probably are a better side than them, but on the day they wanted it more, they won, and yes, it still hurts.
It was a tough game. I think, for the players and for the supporters last Sunday. It wasn't an easy one by any means. Do you think that contributed to the nerves today?
Absolutely, yeah. We looked nervy. Some of the passing today was off. I mean, even Hayley, I'm not saying Hayley had a bad game, but usually she's so composed on the ball, and some of her passing today was a bit wayward as well, so I think it definitely contributed. But hopefully, like maybe back at the start of the season when we lost a couple of games, got a bit of a nervy win against Liverpool, and that helped us push on a bit. Hopefully we can do that again now that we've gotten back on track, bounced back after the defeat last week, back on winning ways hopefully.
2 questions to finish off. Player of the match today and player of our season so far.
Today I might as well go with Millie. and so far, difficult for me to look past Leah. I know that cases can be made for Lauren, 2 excellent goals today.
Made the third as well, effectively.
Yeah, earned the penalty. Siggy, whenever she's on, she gives it her all. It's funny because you think about it, maybe we've not really excelled so far, but you still can look at some of the performances and say, oh, they've done well. But again, Leah burning down the wing, can't pick anyone else.
Thanks very much, Jack.
Cheers, Deb.
Fiona, your thoughts on today's game?
We didn't play brilliantly, but we've never come from losing position before to win, so that's positive. And we battled, we never really gave up. I think, some of our passes were sloppy, but it's good to get the win in the end, and 3 goals as well.
Good point you make that we had to show a lot of character out there because we did go behind. Admittedly, it was very early on in the game, but coming off the West Ham game, heads could have dropped, but they came straight back, which probably helped. They didn't have to sit behind for a while. Came straight back and looked comfortable, would you say, after that?
Yeah, so I think for the first half, after we'd got scored, we looked comfortable, we looked happy on the ball, didn't seem too concerned. The second half, towards the end, they were trying to, get 2 goals. But I think, we saw the game out. We could have saw it out a bit better. It was a bit nervy in the stand. But it was good to see that character because we hadn't had to see it last season. We were banging goals in for fun. So it was good to see that determination today that we can battle. So, if we do go down a goal in another game, we can battle back. We've got that confidence in ourselves.
Yeah, it's a good point. Who do you think for you excelled today?
So I don't think any player was playing their best. But we saw Martha, running up that wing still, trying everything. Leah, she was as well getting some crosses in. The midfield, they were trying their best, And Millie Turner, for me, Millie Turner was the best player because, she was stopping anything that came her direction. I think, for the next game we do need to improve. But if we win when we're not playing our best, that should give us confidence as well.
Bearing in mind we've got the Christmas break coming up, the girls will still be training during that. Any areas that you can identify that you've seen, not just from today, but I know some people have said set pieces are a weakness. Is there anything that you feel we really need to work on so that we can push on? We're going to get the cup competitions kicking off, the FA Cup we're going to be in January, that starts. We've got the Conti Cup again, that'll pick up again. We're going to have games coming quicker. Where do we need to work on, if anything, that you can identify?
For me, it's defending and also taking our set pieces. We've got Jane Ross, we've got Siggy, we've got a few tall players that could head the ball in, and you don't see many good corners coming in for that. It's good to try something different as well, so don't be always just hitting the corners into the box. But sometimes I think we do try and be a bit fancy and then miss the opportunity. And defending set pieces, we don't always look 100% confident in ourselves, a bit unorganised, if we don't have that time, if they take a quick corner or a quick free kick. I think that would be something that Casey will want to look at, particularly if she's a defender. That's something that she'll really want to work on. But they did seem better today than they have done in the previous matches I've seen, so that's positive, I suppose.
Something still to look forward to.
Yeah.
Thanks very much. Hi, I'm here with Sue, Amber. Thoughts on today's game?
I think after a very bright first half, it sort of fell away in the second. I thought it was really scrappy, very fragmented. I don't know if it was Hanley going off, but even before then, I think we were just losing the ball, not keeping possession enough, scrappy passing, But first half was pretty good. Obviously, early goal to concede, but came straight back, and I thought we played really well in the first half.
Amber?
Yeah, same. As soon as we conceded that first goal in the first minute of the game, that's when it was a kick up the backside, and they just went out and they battered them for 45 minutes, and then second half was pretty poor, but got the win in the end.
And who do you think made the difference today for the team?
Haley Ladd's made the difference all season. She's been our best signing. Out of everyone that I can think of, she's been our best.
I think going forward, Jackie was good. I mean, she laid the ball off for Leah for the goal, for Leah crossing the ball. So, and she's always looking for that pass, and I think she won the ball back as well for our third goal. So I think she has an influence going forward, but Haley certainly showing up.
You're waiting for that goal of Jackie's, aren't you?
We're waiting, yeah. We're definitely waiting.
You can always hear the crowd getting excited when she's in a good position. We're coming up to the end of the calendar year for for the team. I know we're kind of halfway through the season. Marks out of 10 for the team so far, what would you give them? We're in 4th at the moment. What would you say?
10-8. I'd say defensively we've been phenomenal. So the last couple of games have been a bit off and on, but defensively phenomenal. The only thing we need to work on is our finishing.
Be more clinical.
More clinical, yeah.
So?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. We've had chances against the big teams, the top 3, and didn't take them. That's where the losses were. It was a bit poor last week against West Ham, but other than that, defence has been good. I'd give them an 8 as well, I think.
And in terms of a January transfer window, there are suggestions that we're not going to bring anybody in. If we did, without naming names, any position that you'd like to see us strengthening?
Striker.
Amber?
Centre forward, yeah, definitely.
Somebody who can finish in front of goal.
Because we're creating it,
Yeah.
we're just not finishing it.
Yeah, that's right.
I'd say a big presence in front of goal, because I think Jane Ross is good at scoring goals. She's just not a big enough presence. Like, you need a massive centre forward like Miedemeier, you need a Sam Kerr, you need someone like an Alex Morgan that can just tap them in. Whereas Jane Ross is too short, unfortunately.
Well, let's see what happens next year then, hey?
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Sue.
Merry Christmas.
Go and get warmed up, Amber.
Thank you.
I'm here with Ben. Ben, thoughts on today's game, please?
Wasn't too bad, was it? Wasn't overly great, I don't think, but it was a job well done. Hard-earned victory, I think. Considering we absolutely blew these away from home a couple of weeks back, a few weeks back, it was just a little bit bitty for me today. It was just, I don't think it was at our tempo, a really ruthless tempo. Like, seemed to be like we're playing within ourselves a little bit today, I thought, and I think that was a little bit to do with West Ham as well. I think the confidence wasn't quite there, but when we got a couple of goals, confidence seemed to have come back again a little bit.
Who played well for you today?
Haley Ladd again. I can't say much about Haley Ladd. I thought Martha Harris had a top game as well again. But I think Haley Ladd's been bossing it since the day she actually came to this club. I think she's a proper footballer. I've said it before, a proper footballer, likes to get stuck in, doesn't shirk her responsibilities, likes to get into a tackle. I think she's been absolutely fantastic.
And pretty much from the start, as soon as she came into the team, she didn't need time to settle in. She just, from the off, she's been, would you say, the standout player, one of the standout players for us this season?
Standout one. I think she's, for me, I've already said it on social media, I think she's, so far for me, a player of the season so far for United. I think she's been absolutely, I've not seen her have a bad game. I really haven't. I think she's dominated every game. She controls our midfield, It's very, very hard to get the ball off her as well in possession. She very rarely gives it away. So I know we all say, oh yeah, she's very good at tackling, she's very good at holding players off and everything, but I think the ball at her feet, she's really good as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think pretty much everybody you speak to raves about Haley Ladd, and she was the missing piece, perhaps we would say, at last season. We identified that as a position that we needed to strengthen in. Going on now, we've got these 2 games against Birmingham, one in the Cup, so chances are we're going to have a bit of squad rotation, but then back in the league against them next Sunday. Important for us that we win that, finish the year well, but also hold on to 4th.
Definitely. I think for the Cup, as you said, I think it's going to be rotated a little bit, but we should still have enough quality to go and beat them as well on the Wednesday night. The Sunday, I fully expect to be actually fully equipped with our first team, with our regular first team there, so we can go out on a high in the league, consolidate where we are. I think, but the Cup, where we will rotate, and it's only right because some players do need minutes.
And we've pretty much qualified. We've qualified from the group,
exactly,
so
yeah.
let's give some other players a chance.
Exactly. I'd like to see Maria Edwards actually just giving a little chance, so maybe even if it's just like 10-15 minutes at the end, because she's different gravy.
Something to look forward to.
I hope so, definitely, yeah.
It'd be nice if we can get more of the development team in the team next year. The cup competitions are going to mean we're playing midweeks and weekends, so a bit of squad rotation is going to have to go on for that as well. So there's nice to know there's opportunities.
Exactly, yeah. I think it's just, as you said, we're qualified, so someone like Maria Edwards that has been in and around that first team when we've had a couple of injuries at the start of the season, and she's been on pre-season with us. I think she's more than capable of holding her own as well for 10-15 minutes. I'd like to have a taste of like first team football, and that's what it's going to be. It's going to be first team football against Birmingham City that are going to look to knock us out. Well, not knock us out because they can't, but they're going to look to beat us. because they're going to want to come and beat us for the next 2 games, but I can't see it.
Thinking we're going to win the year on a high then?
Definitely.
Let's see how we go then.
I hope so.
Cheers, Ben.
Cool, thank you.